Learning Zilli Nishmas Etta Ahuva Basra Maseches Bava Basra Perek Vav Mishna Aleph Hamoicher Peres L'Chavera V'Lo Yitzamchu V'Afilu Zera Pishnan Ein Chaya B'Achriyusa. If someone sells produce to his friend, even if it's flax seeds and it does not grow, the moicher is not responsible for this loss of the lekeach that it didn't grow, because the moicher could tell him, I sold you the flax seeds for eating and not for planting. So that even though when you planted nothing happened with it, you should have eaten with it. And even though roiv people buy it for planting, ein holchin b'mamen achar roiv. So the Tana of the Mishnah held like Shmuel, that ein holchin b'mamen achar roiv. In the Gemara, there's a shita that argues and says that you do go basa roiv, and since roiv people buy zera pishtan for seeds, so therefore the moicher would be chayiv in the achrayas, and he would have to pay him back the money that he lost. What about for the haitzah, for the expenses in planting this flax? So in the Gemara, there's a machlekes. One man, the Omer, says the meizera v'loy haitzah, v'yeshemer ma'af haitzah, and it's tali in whether you say it's a grama ba'alma and therefore you don't have to pay for the expenses, or we say that you do have to pay it because it's a knas. There is a third sheet in the Gemara that actually holds like the Mishnah, that the moicher is not chayiv ba'achriyusay, even though we're holchin achar roiv, because although roiv of the flax seeds that are bought are used for seeds and it didn't wind up growing, but still the moicher is not responsible, because roiv of the people that buy flax seeds buy it for Michael and Refuah, and he could have used it for that. So the question is, do you go basar roiv of the buyers, or do you go basar roiv of the actual seeds? Roiv of the actual seeds are for zriya, but this Tana held, no, you go basar roiv of the loichim. Roiv of the loichim buy it for achil and refuah, and he could have used it for that, and therefore the moicher is not chayiv b'achrayis. Reb Shimon ben Gamliel says, and the Gemara says he's not arguing, he's just talking at Tzachsuri Mechzer, he's just adding the case as Zaroine Gina. Over there, Kuli Alm was masking that it's a mekach teis, because Vadai, he bought the seeds for planting, and since it didn't wind up growing, these seeds are ein and they're not eaten, so therefore the moicher is chayiv ba'achrayis. Mishnah Beis, hamoicher peyos echaverei, harei zeh mekabel lov roiva tinoifes l'sa. The lekeach has to expect that some of the produce that he's going to buy is bad, and therefore roiva, which is a roiva hakav, to a sa, which is 6 kav, so it's a 1 to 24 ratio, which is a little over 4%. So on that, the lekeach has to expect such a loss. What's roiva tinoifes? So the Gemara explains that we're talking about a roiva of kitness, of beans is mixed into the produce, so that the lekeach has to expect that, and he can't have tainas back on the moicher. But if there's dirt, a roiva of dirt, then loy mochalinish, a person is not moichel than that. But even dirt, a little bit less than a roiva, even that the lekeach will be mekabel on him. Let's say it winds up being more than a roiva. So in the Gemara's Rav Huna says, in bal nafes menafes kule. Once you realize that he had stuck in more than a roiva of beans into these peiros, then you could get back the whole thing. And it's a machlekes in the Gemara, amri ladina v'amri la knasa. Some people say that that's minadin, and some people say that's a knas. The Mishnah continues, te'enim, by te'enim, the expectancy of there being bad figs mixed in is even more. It's more than 1 to 24 ratio. Mekabel eser misalois l'meya, it's a 1 to 10 ratio. And the same thing with a martev shel yayin, mekabel eser koitzes l'meya, is also 1 to 10 ratio with wine. With wine, the Gemara is mayrich with the exact ukimta, because if you just said, I'm selling you a martev of wine, then it would have to be 100% good wine, because that would mean good wine. And if you said martev zeh, I'm selling you this martev, then it means with this martev, whatever is in it. It could be, even if it's totally vinegar, it would still be a good mechira. The case the Gemara says the ukimta is that you said martev zeh shel yayin, and also the Gemara gives another ukimta that you said that you're using it for the tafshil, to put into your tafshil, so then the expectancy is that it's going to be a good wine. So then the ratio is 1 to 10, 90% of it has to be good wine. The last halach in the Mishnah is kankanim b'shara, in the pitchers that are sold in sharim, mekabel lov eser pitzisiyos l'meya, you have to expect Also over here that it's a 1 to 10 ratio, that they are not, the Rav teaches it, ein mevushalos, they weren't ready.